Before we get to the trades, the one other thing that I hope he tries to make a difference with is tanking. And we'll get to the Orioles in a moment because we were talking about that with Nathan Ruiz earlier. But I hope that they continue to at least show some goodwill on his side of the negotiation table and not make this just a player thing, because it shouldn't be something you negotiate. But unfortunately, when you look at a team like Baltimore, they're playing so well right now. They were a super tank team over the past 5+ years. For a sport that's always looking to expand, you're spending so much money internationally, Ken, all of this, it's like you're missing something right in front of you. When teams tank to that extent and they get rewarded, you miss out on a massive chunk of a fan base. There's like this mini generation of fans that don't follow the sport in a particular area. I really hope that that's one of those things where he says, you know what, I don't need to hear it from the small market owners. I'm going to make some changes like the draft lottery, I think help to get rid of tanking.
Totally agree. I don't expect he's going to go to that measure or to that extent. And again, it's an ownership question. And will he act in a way that changes the labor agreement meaningfully to stop tanking? Well, we had ideas in the last set of talks. Remember, the owners proposed a salary floor, and they linked it to essentially a harsher series of penalties with regard to the luxury tax. The players were never going to go for that, and it showed that they are really not interested in a salary floor. So they can say, well, we proposed this anti-tanking measure and the players didn't want it. Well, you got to do it in a meaningful way. And Scott, I would like to see the same thing. It's really important. And yes, the Orioles are thriving now, but not all of these teams have succeeded in going backwards. We know the positive examples, the Cubs from 16, the Astros all these years, then the Orioles now, but it's not that easy. And it's years of losing and suffering and, as you mentioned, alienating fans. There are people in Baltimore, and I worked there for many years. I still have family there. They were disaffected by what the Orioles did. And yeah, they'll come back. Fans always come back. That's the beauty of what we do and what we have such passion for with regard to sports. But it's not a healthy thing. And he should recognize it's not a healthy thing. And in the CBA, yes, the lottery helps. It didn't go far enough, as far as I'm concerned, in a universal way to address tanking. The lottery's one element. They could have done other things. But this is the 100 Years' War in baseball, labor versus management, and I expect it to be ugly again the next time we have a go-round.